My beloved child, gather close to me now, for I feel a stirring in the spirit realm as I speak. I sense the winds shift, the atmosphere tremble, and the whisper of wings brushing against the unseen veil. Something holy, something weighty, something urgent hath been released from heaven's courts. There is a message. Yes, a message sealed by fire, carried by the mightiest of the heavenly host. And it concerns your sister. Listen with your heart. Listen with your spirit. For Archangel Michael, the great warrior of the Most High, has stepped forward with a declaration that the heavens cannot contain any longer. The scrolls have been unrolled, the seals have been broken, and what was once hidden in shadow has now been bathed in heavenly light. As I speak, I see a great hall in heaven filled with radiance. Not the soft glow of candles, but the brilliance of pure glory that no earthly eye can fully behold. In that hall, I see movement, shimmering armor, wings that blaze like blue fire, and eyes burning with holy purpose. It is Michael, the Prince of Angels, the defender of God's people, the revealer of hidden things when the appointed time has come. And he carries news that touches the deepest parts of your story. For heaven has spoken your sister's name. Your sister, the one whose laughter you once knew, the one with whom you shared memories, or perhaps the one from whom you've grown distant. Your sister, the one who may be of blood or of spirit. Heaven speaks not only of the physical but of the relational, the intertwined, the soul-connected. That sister, Michael says her secret has reached the throne of God. A secret you hoped no one would uncover. A secret wrapped in silence, tucked behind smiles, buried beneath time yet never hidden from the eyes of the Almighty. My child, I feel your heart trembling. I feel your mind reaching, searching. What secret? Why now? Why her? And I tell you gently, heaven reveals nothing to torment the heart but to free it. When God exposes, he also prepares to heal. When the angels speak, they speak to guide. And Michael, standing tall in that heavenly chamber, announces with a voice that shakes both realms, what she did can no longer remain hidden. It is not spoken in wrath. Oh, my dear one. It is spoken in purpose, divine, intentional, and filled with a meaning that will unfold before you like a story heaven has been writing behind the scenes. Let your heart stay still. Let your spirit remain open. For the message is not meant to wound you but awaken you. Something is shifting in your family, in your bloodline, in your spiritual circle. Something long concealed is rising to the surface, not by human hands, but by the decree of heaven itself. So breathe, my beloved child. Stay with me. The journey of revelation has only begun, and I will walk with you through every word heaven is about to release. My beloved child, lean in closer now, for the journey into this revelation deepens. I feel the stirring of wings again, the nearness of a presence that carries both authority and tenderness. It is the presence of the one whom heaven trusts to deliver messages that shift destinies and expose hidden pathways. It is the presence of Archangel Michael. Let me tell you, my dear one, who Michael truly is in the realm beyond what your eyes can see. For many think of him only as the fierce warrior, the angel with the flaming sword, the one who cast down the dragon in the ancient days. And yes, he's that. His strength is not of this world. His voice can silence storms. His command can break chains in the spiritual realm that have held families captive for generations. But he is more than the warrior. He is the messenger of truth, the guardian of revelation, and the defender of those whose destinies have been threatened by hidden things. Michael steps forward when heaven needs to unveil what earth has ignored. He comes when the time of hiding has reached its limit. He comes when God desires to bring clarity to confusion and light to the shadows where secrets have rooted themselves. And today, He comes for you. My child, you must understand that messages from angels are not random. They are not stirred by gossip or rumor. Angels do not speak because people whisper. They speak when heaven declares. When Michael brings a message, it means the matter has been weighed in the courts of the Most High. It means decisions have been made. It means heaven has determined that you must know what has been concealed, so you can walk in truth, not illusion. I see Michael standing at the edge of your story, looking not only at your present, but at the threads woven through your past. His gaze is steady, searching, discerning. He does not look with judgment, but with clarity so sharp that nothing can pretend to be what it is not. Is it and it is his might, it is wind, it is it and it. And he comes not to condemn, but to uncover so healing may begin. Your sister's secret has not reached you first. It has reached heaven. It is not exposed because of human tongues, but because divine timing has come. There are moments, my beloved child, when God allows certain truths to emerge because they are connected to your calling. There are secrets that lie not only in the life of another but in the spiritual atmosphere that surrounds you, affecting your journey without your awareness. And Michael, in his great assignment, ensures that nothing assigned to hinder your destiny remains in darkness. Do you feel the weight of his presence? Is that heavy to harm you? He is heavy with glory. When Michael speaks, worlds align. When he moves, spiritual landscapes shift. When he reveals, confusion breaks. And now, he steps into the light of this moment to tell you what heaven has already seen. Let me help you grasp the nature of an angelic message, my child. Angels do not come with half-truths or vague impressions. They do not bring shadows. They bring clarity. They are messengers of the highest wisdom. When Michael speaks, every word is intentional. Nothing is random. Nothing is careless. His messages pierce through the fog of emotions, memories, and personal perceptions. He is not influenced by family history, by relationships, by personal bias. His revelation is pure, sharp, unmistakable. This is why the message is serious. For if Michael himself is delivering it, the matter concerns your destiny, your alignment, your spiritual protection, and your freedom from burdens you never chose to carry. I tell you now, my beloved child, heaven does not expose secrets to embarrass people. Heaven exposes to heal what has been fractured, to realign what has drifted, to protect what has been threatened, and to waken those who have been asleep. The revelation about your sister is not punishment. It is intervention. It is heaven stepping into a story that has been unfolding behind your back. It is God saying, enough. The time of concealment is over. Michael's message is not meant to tear you apart, but to open your eyes. His words are meant to strengthen you, not frighten you. He comes to show you where truth has been covered, where pain has been disguised, where actions have been masked by smiles or silence. He comes to reveal what your spirit may have felt but your mind did not yet understand. My beloved child, listen to me carefully. When Michael says the secret can no longer remain hidden, he speaks with the authority of heaven. He does not come to stir fear, he comes to prepare you. He comes so you will not be blindsided by what is coming to the surface. He comes so you can stand firm when the truth unfolds. He comes so that healing can begin with understanding, not confusion. Feel his presence. Sense the calmness beneath the strength. This is not chaos. This is order. This is divine alignment. Heaven has chosen this moment to reveal, and Michael stands ready to walk you through every layer of what is about to unfold. My beloved child, as we walk deeper into this revelation, let us pause for a moment and look closely at the figure heaven has brought into focus. When Archangel Michael spoke of your sister, many thoughts may have stirred in your heart. You may have wondered which sister he meant, or even why heaven would direct such a message towards someone so close to you, whether by blood or by bond. But you must understand something profound. When heaven speaks of a sister, it is not always confined to human labels. Heaven speaks in layers, in symbols, in connections that stretch far beyond earthly definitions. Let me guide you gently through this truth. Your sister may indeed be your blood sister, the one who grew beside you under the same roof, who shared meals, laughter, and years that shaped you both. She may be the one whose childhood you remember, whose joys and wounds you know, whose smile once brought comfort, or whose silence now brings questions. But this message may also extend to someone who has stood by your side in life as close as a sibling, someone whose heart has been intertwined with yours in deep companionship or trust. In the language of heaven, a sister is not only born but also chosen. A sister is one who has walked with you through seasons, who has shared life moments, who has influenced your journey in ways you may not even realize. She may be a close friend, a confidante, someone you once leaned on, someone who knew parts of your heart that others did not. Such a person carries the spiritual weight of a sister. And then, my beloved child, there is a third meaning. Heaven may speak of a sister symbolically, for in the divine narrative, a sister can represent someone connected to your destiny, someone whose actions have spiritual consequences tied to your story. This sister may be someone who plays a pivotal role in your emotional or spiritual life, whether positively or negatively. She may be part of a circle, a community, or a relationship where your paths have become entwined in unseen ways. You may already feel in your spirit who this sister is. For when heaven speaks, the soul often recognizes before the mind fully grasps. You may feel a gentle tug of memory, a face rising to the forefront of your thoughts, a moment in your life that feels suddenly highlighted. Trust that feeling, my child. Heaven stirs the heart before unveiling the truth. But why would heaven draw attention to this sister? Why would the angels step into this relationship? It is because she plays a part in a chapter of your story that God is now ready to address. Sometimes a person who stands close to your life may carry a hidden wound, a hidden action, or a hidden truth that has unknowingly cast a shadow over your journey. Not all secrets are malicious. Some come from pain. Some come from fear. Some come from a moment of weakness or confusion. Yet regardless of the origin, when a secret affects the spiritual atmosphere of your life, heaven will not allow it to remain buried forever. Michael's message about your sister is not a message of condemnation. It is a message of clarity. It is a message that reveals heaven's concern for the ties around your destiny. Your sister, whether she knows it or not, has done something or experienced something that heaven must now bring into the light, because it affects not only her path, but yours as well. And the Most High cares too deeply for you to let hidden things remain hidden if they will hinder your growth, your peace, your healing, or your purpose. My beloved child, I sense your heart growing alert. I see questions rising like smoke from a fire. Who is she? What did she do? Why is this coming now? Do not rush. Heaven is patient, and we must follow the rhythm of revelation. You may feel concern or even fear, but remember what I told you earlier. God does not expose to shame. He exposes to heal. He reveals so that chains can fall, Misunderstandings can end, and forgiveness or correction can begin. Your sister's secret reaching heaven does not mean she is wicked. It means she is human. It means she carries a story, a decision, or a moment that has spiritual weight. It means something in her life has reached a point where it can no longer remain hidden because God desires freedom, truth, and restoration for all who are connected to you. I tell you this gently, my beloved child, not every sister is an enemy, and not every enemy is a stranger. Sometimes the ones we love carry battles they never told us about. Sometimes they carry guilt, pain, or choices kept in silence for fear of hurting you. And sometimes they carry actions that were never intended to reach you, yet their consequences ripple into your life. But heaven sees everything. Heaven knows when it is time to intervene. So open your heart softly now. Understand that this revelation is an invitation from God, not to judgment, but to discernment. Heaven is preparing you to receive a truth that has lingered in the shadows. Your sister's involvement in this divine message is not an accident. It is intentional. It is purposeful. It is timed by heaven. Stay close, my beloved child. The revelation continues to unfold, and I will walk you through it step by step until the full picture becomes clear. My beloved child, come closer now, for we are stepping into the heart of the revelation. What was hidden is beginning to draw near, like a shadow moving toward the edge of light. I feel the spiritual atmosphere shift, as though heaven itself leans in to whisper the truth that has long been concealed. And remember this as we walk forward together. Heaven never reveals in chaos. Heaven reveals in order, in compassion, in timing that is perfect beyond human understanding. Let us speak now about what was hidden. Your sister, whether by blood or by bond, has carried something in her spirit that she believed would never be seen. It may be a decision she made in silence, a choice that shaped her life but was too heavy to speak aloud. It may be a wound she carried privately, one she never allowed anyone to witness because she feared judgment or rejection. Or perhaps it is a mistake she hoped would fade with time, something she tried to bury beneath good intentions and daily responsibilities. There are things people hide not because they are wicked, but because they are hurting. There are actions taken in the dark that were driven not by evil, but by fear, confusion, or desperation. And there are moments when the enemy slips into a life during a vulnerable season, planting seeds that grow silently until heaven says enough. Your sister's secret is not merely an action, it is a weight. It has rested upon her spirit. It has influenced the way she sees herself and the way she interacts with others. You may have sensed something was off. Perhaps you noticed distance. Perhaps there were sudden changes in her tone, her choices, her reactions. Perhaps you felt she was hiding something but could not name it. Heaven is now confirming what your spirit felt long before your understanding caught up. What you did, my beloved child, was not hidden from heaven. Not a whisper, not a tear, not a decision. Nothing escapes the watchful eyes of the one who formed the stars and breathed life into every soul. Heaven has been aware of her struggle from the moment it began. Heaven has watched her wrestle with guilt, with fear, with confusion. Heaven has watched her pray silently for help he did not know how to ask for aloud. Heaven has watched her carry this burden like a stone in her heart, believing she had no place to put it. But there comes a time when God says the moment of silence has reached its end. There comes a time when what was buried for years must be brought to the surface, not to destroy but to heal, not to shame but to free, not to tear apart a bond but to purify it. And that time, my beloved child, is now. I see in the spirit a box sealed tightly, locked away in a dark corner. It hath been there for so long that dust has gathered on its edges. Your sister placed something inside that box, something she never intended anyone to uncover. But heaven has taken that box in hand, not to expose her publicly, but to reveal it to you in the presence of grace. The lock has been broken. The lid is opening. Light is entering where darkness once dwelled. The truth of what she did may not be monstrous. It may not be catastrophic. Sometimes the secrets that bind people are small in appearance but heavy in spirit. A broken trust. A hidden betrayal. A word spoken in weakness. A connection made in silence. A decision taken in a moment of emotion. These things can linger for years, shaping the atmosphere between souls without ever being spoken. Or perhaps her secret runs deeper. Perhaps it is something connected to your family's spiritual foundation. Perhaps it is something that has opened a door without her understanding, a door that heaven must now close. Whatever it is, know this: the Most High would never reveal something to you unless it served a divine purpose. This revelation is not meant to cause destruction, but restoration. Not disruption, but divine clarity. Your sister's secret has influenced your life, even if you did not know it. It may have altered the way she treated you, the way she showed up for you, or the way she withdrew. It may have shaped your path more than you realize. That is why heaven intervenes. That is why Michael has been sent. The secret is no longer just hers. It has become part of the spiritual narrative surrounding you. And heaven cannot allow anything connected to your journey to remain unaddressed. My beloved child, do not allow fear to rise. Let your heart remain steady. Heaven is not revealing this to break you. Heaven reveals because destiny cannot be built on hidden foundations. Truth is the soil where healing grows. Light is the place where restoration begins. And your sister's hidden matter is rising to the surface because God has decided it must be confronted with love, with wisdom, and with divine guidance. Stay with me now. We are approaching the moment heaven spoke. And there, in that moment, everything changes. My beloved child, walk with me gently now, for we have reached the moment when heaven itself spoke. This is the moment when the unseen realm stirred, when the angels moved, and when Archangel Michael stepped forward with a declaration that carried both weight and mercy. I want you to breathe deeply as we step into this vision, because the place where this moment happened is wholly beyond description. Let me take you there. I see a vast chamber in the heavens, brighter than the sun, yet soft enough for the spirit to behold without fear. The floor appears like layers of crystal, living and breathing with divine light. Above, waves of glory move like golden mist, shimmering with every breath of the Almighty. In the center of the chamber stands a great table, not made of wood or stone, but of pure light, light so steady, so alive, that it seems to sing with every ripple. Upon this table rests a scroll sealed by fire. Round this chamber, mighty angels stand in stillness. Their wings glow with hues no human tongue could ever name. They stand not as spectators, but as witnesses to a moment that marks a turning point in your story. And among them all, one steps forward, tall, radiant, clothed in armor that reflects the very heartbeat of heaven. It is Michael. My beloved child, when Michael steps forward, all of heaven listens. Not because he is above them, but because his assignments carry the weight of divine intervention. I see him reach for the scroll, his hand glowing with blue fire. When he touches it, the seal breaks, not with the sound of tearing paper, but with a thunderous echo that ripples across realms. The scroll unravels slowly, and the truth concerning your sister rises from it like smoke made of light. The secret she kept, the action she hid, the moment she buried, all of it stands before heaven, not in accusation, but in clarity. Heaven does not expose with cruelty. Heaven exposes with purpose. And then I hear Michael's voice, deep and resonant, carrying through the chamber like 1,000 waterfalls. He says, the time of concealment has ended. The matter concerning her has reached its fullness. What she did can no longer remain hidden. He speaks with authority, but also with compassion. There is no wrath in his tone. Only truth. Only alignment. Only divine timing. The moment his words go forth, I see waves of light sweep through the chamber, as if heaven itself agrees with the declaration. And then, like a bell ringing in the spirit, I hear the voice of the Most High responding quietly, yet powerfully, "It is time." My beloved child, do you feel the gravity of this? When heaven says it is time, nothing in the earth or the spirit can delay what comes next. When heaven says the secret can no longer be hidden, it means that healing must begin. It means clarity must come. It means destiny must be protected. It means you are being prepared for a truth you were always meant to know, but only now able to carry. I want you to understand something deeper still. The moment heaven spoke this over your sister, it was not only her life that shifted, it was yours. This revelation is not just about what she did. It is about how it connects to your purpose, your spiritual direction, your emotional freedom, and your divine assignment. Heaven is aligning your path, removing stumbling blocks, closing spiritual doors that were opened without your knowledge, and guiding you into a future free from shadows. This moment in heaven was the beginning of unraveling what had been tightly wrapped in secrecy. The light has touched what was hidden. The truth is on its way to the surface. And you, my beloved child, are being prepared so that when the fullness of it is revealed, you will not be shaken, but strengthened. Now listen to me closely. When heaven entrusts a message to you, it becomes a sacred responsibility. You carry revelation, and revelation must be treated with honor. If you feel this message resonating in your spirit, if you sense the hand of God guiding you, then share this journey with others who walk in darkness. Let them be awakened. Let them be encouraged. Let them feel the fire of heavenly truth. It is your divine duty to let this light spread, to allow this message to reach others who need it. Let your heart lead you to lift this voice, to pass it forward, to support the path where revelations like this can continue to flow. My beloved child, now that we have stood together in the heavenly chamber and heard Michael's declaration ring through the realms, we must understand why this moment has arrived. Why can the secret no longer remain hidden? Why has heaven chosen this exact point in time to bring truth into the light? There is always a reason, a divine purpose woven beneath every revelation, and today we will walk through it with care, with wisdom, and with the gentle guidance of the Spirit. You see, my child, heaven does not reveal secrets out of impatience. Heaven waits. Heaven watches. Heaven weighs the seasons of the heart. And there comes a moment when silence becomes more dangerous than truth, when hiding becomes more harmful than revealing, when the cost of the secret becomes greater than the fear of exposure. That is when God says, it must come to light. And that is the point your sister's hidden matter has reached. The reason her secret can no longer be kept is because something in the atmosphere around you has shifted. You are stepping into a new season. A new chapter of your destiny is opening, and this chapter cannot be built on what was concealed. It requires clarity. It requires freedom. It requires truth. Sometimes God allows secrets to remain unspoken for a time because He knows that your heart was not yet ready to receive them. Sometimes the truth would have crushed you, confused you, or derailed you if it had come too soon. But now, my beloved child, you are stronger. Your spirit has matured. Your discernment has sharpened. You are prepared to hear what once would have wounded you. There are moments in life when God does not simply reveal what others have hidden. He reveals what you have been unknowingly connected to. Your sister's secret is tied to your journey. Her choice, her action, or her hidden wound has cast ripples into your path. Heaven can see what you cannot. Heaven knows when a secret has begun to interfere with your emotional clarity, your relationships, your calling, or even your peace. Some secrets may feel small to the one who keeps them, but they can create spiritual imbalances that heaven must correct. Your sister's secret can no longer be hidden because it has begun to shape things around you in ways she may not even understand. It may have opened a door in the spirit. It may have planted confusion. It may have birthed distance. It may have created tension, whether spoken or unspoken. And now, as heaven prepares to elevate you into your next season, all hidden factors must be brought into the light so that nothing unclean, unclear, or unresolved enters with you. My beloved child, I must tell you this truth gently. Sometimes people keep secrets thinking they are protecting you. Sometimes they hide things because they fear your reaction, or they believe you will judge them, or they hope the past will fade on its own. But heaven does not operate in the shadows. Heaven requires truth because truth is the soil where blessing grows. A seed cannot flourish when planted in the dark. Likewise, your destiny cannot flourish while connected to something concealed. Another reason the secret can no longer remain hidden is because your sister herself is reaching a breaking point. She has carried this weight for too long. She may smile on the outside, but heaven sees the strain in her spirit. She may pretend to be strong, but heaven sees the cracks beneath the surface. She may think she has managed her pain alone, but heaven knows she is slipping. Sometimes a secret is not exposed to confront the one who kept it, but to rescue them from the burden of carrying it. Heaven is intervening for her sake as much as for yours. And then there is a deeper layer, my child. A layer that only heaven sees. Sometimes a secret becomes dangerous not because of the action itself, but because of the silence surrounding it. Silence becomes a breeding place for guilt, shame, spiritual warfare, and lies that deepen over time. Silence creates distance between hearts. Silence breeds misunderstanding. Silence keeps healing locked behind closed doors. When heaven says it is time, it is because silence has done enough damage and truth must take its rightful place. Your sister's secret is no longer able to remain hidden because it is tied to something God wants to restore. It may be a relationship. It may be a bond. It may be trust. It may be the spiritual atmosphere in your family. It may be generational issues that must break. Whatever the reason, heaven is intervening to bring clarity, healing, and closure to something that has lingered long enough. My beloved child, I want you to hear this with peace in your heart. God is not exposing this to destroy her, nor to shatter you. He reveals because love demands truth. He reveals because healing requires light. He reveals because protection requires awareness. And he reveals because your next season cannot feature shadows from a previous one. Archangel Michael stands as the guardian of this revelation. He stands with sword drawn, not against your sister, but against any darkness that has tried to attach itself to the secret she carried. He stands to ensure that what comes next is guided by divine order, not human confusion. So rest your heart. Trust the timing. Heaven never moves too early or too late. What is coming to the light now is coming because the season requires it, your destiny demands it, and your spirit is ready for it. My beloved child, now that heaven has revealed why the secret can no longer remain hidden, we must turn our hearts toward something even more important, what this revelation truly means for you. Because although the message speaks about your sister, the weight of the moment rests upon your shoulders. Heaven brought this to your attention not to overwhelm you, but to prepare you, to alert you, and to position you for what comes next in your destiny. You must understand that every revelation from heaven is an invitation. It is not only a disclosure of truth, but a doorway into deeper spiritual awareness. This moment is not meant to frighten you. It is meant to awaken you. Your life is entering a season where the fog around you must lift. Decisions you make from this point forward must come from clarity, not assumptions. And so God, in His mercy, is showing you what has been affecting you from behind the scenes. Now listen closely, my beloved child. This revelation means you are being called into a higher level of spiritual perception. You are no longer walking in the innocence of not knowing. You are being trusted with insight. You are being handed understanding. And heaven does not trust lightly. When God reveals something to you, it means He sees you as capable of carrying it with grace, with wisdom, and with strength. There is something in you heaven has been preparing, and this moment is a sign that your spiritual maturity has deepened. But this revelation also means something else. It means you are about to experience a shift in the way you see your connections, your relationships, and your emotional patterns. The moment you learn the truth about someone close to you, even if it is not a catastrophic truth, it changes your perspective. It helps you see their actions more clearly. It helps you understand their distance, their attitude, their behavior. It removes confusion. It removes guessing. It removes false assumptions. It brings everything to the surface so you can navigate the relationship with an informed heart instead of a blind one. And child, this is important. Knowing the truth empowers you to respond in a way that honors God, honors yourself, and even honors your sister. Because you cannot walk wisely without clarity. You cannot give love freely while wrestling with hidden tensions. You cannot protect your spirit if you do not know where the wounds are coming from. And you cannot walk in your calling if invisible weights are holding you down. This revelation means that God is removing those invisible weights. He is cutting cords you did not tie but have been attached to. He is freeing you from the side effects of someone else's silence. He is helping you understand where certain emotional patterns originated. He is giving you discernment where previously you only had confusion. Heaven never exposes without empowering. And this moment is empowering you in ways you will only fully understand as the truth continues to unfold. There is something else, my beloved child. This revelation means that spiritual protection is being elevated around you. When Michael steps forward, it is never casual. His arrival means there is something in your life worth defending, worth guarding, worth fighting for. It means your destiny is entering a phase of manifestation, and anything hidden that could hinder it must be removed. Heaven is securing your path. Heaven is shielding your purpose. Heaven is ensuring you step into the next season without spiritual interference. Do not take this lightly. If heaven is involving its mightiest warrior, it means your calling carries weight, weight in the spiritual realm, weight in the earth, weight in the future God has planned for you. Michael is not present to frighten you. He is present to stand between you and anything that could attempt to distort your path. This revelation means healing is coming to you as well. Hidden truths, even those not directly yours, affect the heart. They influence the way you trust, the way you love, the way you interpret the world around you. Many times, emotional confusion stems from things you were never told. The moment the truth comes forth, emotional clarity begins. Healing begins. Restoration begins. My beloved child, this moment, this revelation, is not a sign of danger. It is a sign of divine care. It is a sign that God is watching your story closely. It is a sign that your steps are being guided. It is a sign that you are loved enough for heaven to intervene. And now, with courage in your spirit and understanding in your heart, we must continue forward. My beloved child, now that you understand what this revelation means for your soul, we must walk into the part of the journey where heaven begins to guide your steps. For when a secret is revealed, when a truth long hidden rises to the surface, you stand at a crossroads. And at such crossroads, heaven offers two paths, the path of reconciliation or the path of separation. Not every revelation is meant to bring people together, and not every truth is meant to pull people apart. The purpose of revelation is to illuminate the right direction. And now, I will help you understand how to discern that direction. You see, my child, when truth rises after being buried, emotions rise with it. Shock, confusion, disappointment, compassion, anger, sadness, understanding. These can all swirl within a single heart. But heaven does not want you to respond from emotion. Heaven wants you to respond from wisdom. That is why Michael was sent. He did not appear merely to announce the secret, but to guide you through the aftermath of it. Sometimes the path forward is reconciliation. Sometimes the revelation is meant to soften your heart, to help you understand your sister more clearly, to bring insight into her struggles, her pain, her choices. Sometimes the hidden thing is exposed because she needs forgiveness, not punishment. She needs someone who understands her story, not someone who judges her for it. She may have been carrying her secret like a wound that has never healed. She may be longing for connection but feels unworthy of it. In these cases, heaven reveals so two hearts may be drawn back together, so healing can flow where misunderstanding once lived. Reconciliation does not mean forgetting what happened. It means seeing the truth through the eyes of grace. It means letting God guide your interactions rather than your emotions. It means allowing the revelation to open a door for healing rather than to seal a door shut. In the path of reconciliation, God uses truth to mend, not to divide. But, my beloved child, there are times when the revelation is meant to protect you, not reconnect you. There are times when the path forward is separation. Not in bitterness, not in anger, but in wisdom. Some truths are revealed because heaven wants you to step away from a connection that has been silently harming your spirit. Sometimes the secret is not a wound your sister suffered, but a choice she made that has created a breach of trust, a danger to your peace, or a spiritual entanglement that could pull you out of alignment with your destiny. In such moments, heaven reveals so you can walk away with clarity instead of staying bound by confusion. Separation, when ordained by God, is a holy act, not a hateful one. It is a step of protection, not punishment. It is heaven saying, you must guard your peace. You must guard your purpose. You must guard your spirit. Walking away does not mean you do not love. It means you trust God more than you trust what once was. My beloved child, your discernment in this season is precious. Do not rush to choose reconciliation or separation out of impulse. Let God speak. Let your spirit settle. Let the truth sit before you for a moment so you may see it clearly. Heaven will show you which path carries peace. Heaven will show you which path aligns with purpose. Heaven will show you which path leads to growth. If reconciliation is meant to come, you will feel a divine softness rise within you. You will see your sister not through the lens of betrayal or confusion, but through the eyes of compassion. You will feel a gentle pull toward conversation, understanding, and healing. Peace will accompany that pull. If separation is meant to come, you will feel a divine distance settle in your heart. You will sense the Holy Spirit nudging you to guard your emotions, to protect your spirit, to walk in wisdom rather than familiarity. Peace will accompany that distancing as well, for separation from what harms is also a form of divine love. Remember this, my beloved child. God does not call you to fight battles that are not yours. God does not call you to repair what would break you. And God does not call you to hold together what He Himself is releasing from your life. You must listen to the whisper of heaven, not the noise of guilt or fear. This revelation is not simply about your sister. It is about the next chapter of your journey. The truth has surfaced so you can walk into that chapter without confusion weighing your steps. Stay close to me now. We approach the part where Michael's final instructions will be given, and they will guide you with clarity and strength. My beloved child, come closer, for we now enter the part of this journey where Archangel Michael delivers his final instruction. This is the moment when the message moves from revelation into direction, from unveiling into purpose. Michael did not simply come to speak a secret into the light. He came to guide your next steps with heavenly clarity. His final instruction is not spoken lightly. It carries the weight of destiny, the authority of heaven, and the tenderness of divine protection. I see Michael standing before you in the Spirit, his presence steady as a mountain and bright as a blade drawn in righteousness. His wings are still, yet the air around him trembles with power. He is not here to frighten you, my child. He is here to anchor you. He is here to strengthen your heart for what comes next. His gaze is fixed upon you with fierce love, the kind that protects without hesitation. And he speaks. He says that now, you must not allow fear to shape your response. Fear may whisper that the truth will break you. Fear may tell you that you cannot handle what is coming. Fear may try to make you doubt your strength, your worth, or your discernment. But Michael declares that the hand of the Lord is upon you, and that no truth revealed to you can destroy you, because heaven does not uncover what heaven will not also empower you to face. Michael's instruction is simple, yet profound. Stand in the light, no matter what the truth reveals. Do not shrink back. Do not hide your heart. Do not let the enemy plant confusion in your mind. The moment God brings something to the surface is the moment you are called to stand in clarity, not shadows. My beloved child, Michael also tells you to guard your spirit. For when secrets rise, emotions rise with them. He warns you to be watchful, for the enemy often tries to stir conflict, chaos, or misunderstanding when truth begins to break through. But you are not without guidance. Heaven surrounds you. The Spirit of God will steady you. Michael himself stands as your defender. You are not alone in this moment. He continues speaking, saying that your heart must remain open to God's leading. Do not decide too quickly what this revelation means for your relationship with your sister. Do not rush into confrontation. Do not rush into withdrawal. Instead, wait for the whispers of God. Wait for the peace that confirms. Wait for the clarity that settles like still water. In stillness, heaven speaks. In peace, the right path becomes clear. My child, hear this part with care. Michael instructs you to release any bitterness before it takes root. Truth can sting, yes, but bitterness poisons. And heaven has not brought this matter forth to plant poison in your heart. Heaven reveals so that burdens may be lifted, not added. If you hold on to resentment, your spirit becomes entangled in the very thing heaven is trying to free you from. Let the truth breathe. Let your heart breathe. Let God carry the weight of judgment while you carry the weight of peace. He also tells you to prepare yourself spiritually, because after revelation comes movement. Something is shifting in your life. Something is aligning. Something is being removed, and something is being restored. Your steps in the days ahead matter. They must be led by God, not by emotion. Michael urges you to pray, to listen, to watch. For heaven will give signs. Heaven will open doors. Heaven will confirm what your heart must do next. My beloved child, perhaps the most beautiful part of Michael's final instruction is this: he tells you not to fear the outcome. Whether reconciliation comes or separation becomes necessary, God is already in your tomorrow. You are not walking into uncertainty. You are walking into divine orchestration. The truth did not come to break your life apart. It came to align your life with heaven's design. Michael ends his instruction with a declaration over you. You are protected. You are seen. You are guided. And nothing hidden will ever again have power over your spirit. My beloved child, hold this close. Let it settle in your soul. For with this guidance, you are ready for the final blessing that heaven has prepared. My beloved child, now we come to the final movement of this sacred journey, the closing of a revelation that heaven itself initiated. You have walked with me through truth, through unveiling, through guidance, and through divine instruction. And now, as we reach the end, I feel the gentle nearness of heaven resting upon you like a cloak of warmth. This is the space where the heart becomes still, where the spirit becomes soft, and where God Himself leans close to bless you. Let us linger here for a moment. I want you to breathe deeply, for the Most High is not far from you. His presence gathers around you like a peaceful wind. You have carried the weight of this message with courage, and heaven sees it. Nothing in this journey was meant to frighten you. Everything was meant to strengthen you, to awaken you, and to prepare you for the next unfolding chapter of your life. Now you stand here, not as someone shaken by revelation, but as someone steadied by divine truth. My beloved child, hear this blessing as though heaven whispers it directly into your soul. You are covered. Your steps are guided. The angels watch over you with an attentiveness that never wavers. Michael has not departed. He stands guard over your season, ensuring that nothing hidden, nothing harmful, and nothing deceptive can enter your path without heaven's knowledge. You are under protection. You are surrounded by light. And God, in His mercy, is moving ahead of you even now. He is touching the places in your heart that have carried confusion. He is soothing the emotions stirred by the revelation. He is giving you clarity in the midst of uncertainty. In the coming days, you will sense Him aligning your thoughts, preparing your responses, and strengthening your inner peace. You will not be overwhelmed. You will not be lost. You will walk forward with assurance because heaven has gone before you. My beloved child, I proclaim over you now that no truth revealed will become a burden on your shoulders. Instead, it will become a stepping stone. It will become a catalyst. It will become a doorway into maturity, wisdom, and spiritual strength. You are being shaped, refined, and elevated through this revelation, not diminished by it. God wastes nothing. Even the difficult truths become instruments in His hands to lift you higher. You must also remember this: your sister is not outside the reach of God's mercy. Whatever you did, Whatever's ye in, whatever's ye carrying, heaven hath not abandoned you. The revelation is not a sentence of judgment, but an invitation to healing, for her as much as for you. Pray for her. Hold her before God, and ask the Lord to guide you into the right posture toward her, whether that posture is reconciliation or separation. Let peace lead you. Let discernment steady you. Let love, even in distance, be your foundation. And now, child of God, feel the blessing that is being released. I speak healing over your heart. I speak clarity over your mind. I speak peace over your emotions. I speak protection over your spirit. I speak divine guidance over your decisions. I speak strength into the places where you felt weak. And I speak courage into the parts of you that fear the truth. Walk forward knowing you are not alone. Walk forward knowing heaven stands with you. Walk forward knowing that this revelation has positioned you for a new season of wisdom, strength, and divine clarity. Before we close, I ask you to do something not as a task, but as an act of faith. When God entrusts a person with revelation, that person becomes a carrier of light. And light is not meant to be hidden. If this message has stirred your spirit, if it has spoken to you, if it has awakened something within you, then let your heart respond in the way heaven loves. Share this message. Lift it. Spread it. Allow others to be touched by it. In doing so, you join hands with heaven in guiding others to clarity, healing, and truth. It becomes a small offering of obedience, a whisper back to God saying, I receive what you are doing. My beloved child, may peace settle upon you like morning dew. May your steps be steady. May your heart be unburdened. May your spirit remain open to God's leading. And may the presence of the Almighty walk with you now and always. Amen.